Welcome back everyone. In this lecture, we'll be covering about the proxies. Now, proxies are something which you may not be using practically, but just for the educational purposes, I'm going to show you guys what is a proxy and how does it works. Now, proxy is used to hide your IP address. So, first of all, you want to get a proxy. So, let's go ahead and get some free proxies. Free proxy. And you will get a lot of proxies here. We want a proxy list. So in this list, maybe some will work, some will not, but we have some proxies here. So here are the proxies list. Now a proxy is a IP address of a server with the port number, with the actually there is not a password and a username, but still that works. Now if there is a username and password, you can specify that. Now proxies can be configured in any way, with the browser, with the system, with the software and all, but I'll show you the best method, which is the configuring a system proxy. So in Kali Linux, you can just click right here, you have proxy none. You can just go ahead and click on let me just click on network settings. Here you will see network proxy, and you can just click on manual, and in manual you can add your proxy here. So you can add right out here the proxy server and the port. So here we have, let's use this proxy. I don't think that 90% of them will work, but still let's try that out. Now the port is 8080, that's perfect, and this is a it's mentioned it is not a HTTP proxy, HTTPS proxy. So it is not a HTTPS proxy, so let's go ahead and get a HTTPS proxy instead of this one. Let me just get that. This one is an HTTPS proxy basically. So here we are, HTTPS proxy. I'll remove this one and I'll add port is 8080, I believe. Yeah, port is 8080. So we have 8080. That's all, and this is done. Now let's go ahead and try to check our IP address. So I'll use crypto IP, ypto ip.info to get the IP address. What is the IP address using the proxy basically? Now we are using a proxy here, and it says that the address is actually, it is not, the proxy is not working. Let me check that. And what if I go to automat? Okay, it was the manual only. Let's specify the HTTP proxy as well here. So we have this thing, copy, and let's specify that. Now let's try to visit this site, because this is a HTTP site, not a HTTPS. And maybe we also need to restart the browser. So actually it is working now. You can just see the IP address 10043, and you can check that out in the 10044113182. That is how you just spoof your IP address on HTTP request. Now let's go to HTTPS version of this website. I believe there should be HTTPS. And for HTTPS, we are using a different proxy. So let's check that out. If we are not able to reach this site, it will mean that the proxy is not running. So yeah, I think I am able to reach this site and proxy is running. It will just show the refreshed location here. Yeah, so now the IP address is coming from Japan. You can just see here, and you can check the IP address. It is perfectly working. That is how a proxy works. Now there are other protocols as well. You might want to fill all of these protocols with some proxies, and you can then just go ahead and check out. Now if proxy is not working for you, you might want to go to your Firefox settings. So we have preferences, then we have privacy and security, and actually we want to browse down and we want network proxy settings. In Firefox ESR version, it is in advanced and then network. Here it is use system proxy settings. So you can even configure the proxy for Firefox, a different proxy for Firefox. Here you can add the HTTP proxy, SSL, FTP, and SOX proxies. So this is a method to configure proxy in only Firefox, but we can configure our proxy, we can configure our system to use the proxy, and that is how it works. Now, I don't think that proxy is a good method to do this kind of work, and I would recommend you guys to use a VPN instead of a proxy. So I would just say that this was just for the educational purposes. For practical purposes, just use a VPN instead of proxy. And I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.